Okay. He's back. About an 8 to 10 second delay, just checking this out. I'm gonna say I'll save the crazy thing that just happened for a little bit later. That one I'll have to repeat the whole damn thing again. As people come in, because usually once my live stream starts, there's like now 156, then there's gonna be 500, 700, 1,000, whatever it ends up getting up to. So I'll tell you this crazy thing that just happened to me. I was just picking up my daughter from down the street, and he was coming home, and something just a few houses down from my house, something happened. This was absolutely something to do with spirit acknowledging, or just basically making me say, you guys are unbelievable. You just did that? No way. Wow. Like, I'm still thinking about this right now. This is just water. Take a peek. It's just water. I'm not drinking anything crazy. I'm going to get into that in a minute. It ties in to the crazy dream I had about the pedos with the wild evil bird. That thing. And that, when I talked about that in my live stream the other day. Wow. So usually I go from the bottom up of my emails, like the last one, start down here and go up. There's just so much going on right now. Believe me, stuff is happening. Stuff is happening. There's that one. There's that one. Well, let's start with these two. All right. So, Jeff Sessions, the official Jeff Sessions account, official campaign account for Friends of Sessions Senate Committee, whatever. Okay, I mean it's his basically. It's a blue check mark. It's his people. Less than 24 hours until Election Day. Hashtag trust Sessions. Team Sessions, stand with Sessions. Yet, Trump himself had said, today actually, he's the guy that's going against Sessions. He's running for the same seat. And he's like, no, don't go for Sessions. Go for this guy on Tuesday, or whatever it is. But again, they said trust Sessions. And that's interesting. Then we have this one. Could this be a trend? Better not be happening. So this lady went to go vote. And I'm smelling something. I'm hoping it's the kids are cooking something. Let me just double check that's what it is that I'm smelling. So stand by just a minute. All right. Yeah, I think someone's cooking a pizza or something down there. And bottom of the oven's a little bit crunchy. And that smell mixed with pizza was just a little bit like, it kind of smells like food, but something's burning. So, all's good. So, I'm not even, I don't want to waste 3 or 4 minutes of your time just to let you hear her say it. But this video, she went to go get in line, time to vote. She puts the thing in, and the little lights wouldn't. She tried to click on the Republican candidate, wouldn't let her. Wouldn't even light up. So she's like, something's wrong with my machine. And the person's like, well, does a Democrat thing work? Yeah. But the Republican does? Oh, well, you're probably registered as a Democrat. She's like, no, I'm not a Democrat. Believe me, I know what I registered as. I am a Republican. Well, if that's not lighting up, that's probably what's wrong. She goes, well, it can't be because I'm a Republican. I'm positive. Well, what's your name? Let me check. Let me look in the system. Oh, no, it says you're registered as a Democrat. She said, I'm starting to get pissed off. Somebody switched. Somebody switched my party affiliation. And it wasn't me. She then overhears another lady, older lady, having the same issue to another lady, venting to another lady that worked there at the polls, or the polling station, with the same exact problem. I'm a Republican, and that's crazy. There's no way I'm a Democrat, ma'am, etc. So the lady then walks over so they can both talk, and she says, "Don't fill it out the form. Don't fill out the form. Send it in. Go right down to the county, whatever such and such office. Do it live. Do it right there. It's the fastest way to do it, and that way you're going to get done right there live. They'll give you the documentation you need. You'll be able to come back and vote." She goes, "Don't do the thing. It'll take too long, and who knows what'll happen." And she goes, "By the way, this has been happening." The polling lady, this has been happening all day long. You want to talk about criminal election interference, people? Register as anything and then go to vote, and they switched it on you. Somebody somewhere switched it on you. Now, I would only hope, and this should honestly be super easy. This should be easy to be done. Everything's on computerized systems, right? There's a database somewhere that basically says what you are. Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever. And if somebody goes in to change it, an employee, there should be an auditing feature, a log file somewhere that says who went in, what time did they go in, and what did they do? Well, they changed it from here to here. That should be able to be done. Are we going to get to that point? Oh, no, it's a glitch. It was a glitch. They had the thing upside down when they were reading it, and they accidentally incompetence. We fired the employee. Massive, unprecedented election tampering is happening right now. The mail-in ballots, these people, it wasn't even a mail-in thing. We're going to go in and vote. Sorry, you can't pick it. Why? It won't even light up. Yeah, it's because you're a Democrat. No, I'm not. I'm a Republican. Ma'am, what's your last name? Look it up. Oh, yep. Look at the screen. You are a Democrat. Well, who changed it? Someone changed it. Ma'am, I don't know, but that's how it is. Boom. Unbelievable. Yes, I know for a fact it happened over weekend in L.A. or Louisiana, especially Lafayette Parish. Very interesting. Let me open this one up. Save picture, desktop, FF, just call it FF for fun. FF, open up. And I saw Entheos liked this one, Susan Rosenberg. Hi, this is Saul. Saul Rosenberg. Susan Rosenberg is VP of the fundraising arm of Black Lives Matter. She was charged for her role in the 1983 bombing of the United States Capitol building and other targets. Convicted for explosives possession in 1985, she was sentenced to 58 years in prison. She was sprung out by Bill effing Clinton. And now she's the vice president of the fundraising arm of Black Lives Matter, which again, all of that money, see down below, Act Blue. Act Blue is a registered for the Democratic Party, and most of our money has gone to Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. Huh. Interesting. So there she is. There's that. Interesting. Can delete that, delete that, delete that. Actually, I'll undelete that. I'm going to save that one. This is interesting. I don't need to show it to you. I'll just read it to you. Dailymail.co.uk. Mainstream site. Posted today, the 13th, Monday. And come to think of it, 7-13. Those are very important numbers for me. And this event that happened, that I'm going to tell you about in a little while, that just happened right as I was coming into my house, practically. Exclusive: Hunter Biden's Arizona crack pipe crisis comes back to haunt him in Arkansas paternity case as he's accused of having a history of using stolen identities. The main thing I want to tell you about: later on Monday, after a hearing over the phone, Judge Mayer rescheduled the Tuesday in-court hearing for... Wait a minute. Oh, fake news. Not fake news. Why did this come up today for me? This is back in January, damn it. What the... Man, I thought we were on to something with Hunter Biden. Because they were going to make it... On Tuesday, they're forcing him to come in. Oh, really? No kidding. Because I was thinking recently, where the hell's Hunter Biden? Where'd all that stuff go? He said, I can't come in because the coronavirus... not that I have it, but, you know, travel restrictions, blah, blah, blah. I can't make it, Your Honor. And the case is... Where'd it go? What happened? And now I'm seeing January 6, 2020 published. What the... How did this nonsense even get in front of me? Get that out of here. Scooting on. Now, this is pretty big news. Oh, it's already gone? No way. Look at this. Barons.com. Search Google. Let's see if we can find this somewhere else. 12 hours ago, Channel News Asia, France 24. So here, it's still here. 7/13/2020. So this is what I was going to read you. French police announced arrest of darknet pedophilia site operator. Not just any. Not just your average Joe. French prosecutor said Monday, that's today, that police had arrested a man suspected of operating a pedophilia site on secret darknet internet networks, providing pornographic videos and pictures to thousands of people worldwide. The 40-year-old, arrested near the southwestern city of Bordeaux on July 7th, that's in France, was described as prosecutor as, here it is, one of the top 10 most wanted targets authorities are fighting to get for child sex crimes around the globe. Top 10 dudes they wanted. The suspect also appeared to have taken an active role in the production of child blah 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 pictures and photos or videos. After being taken in for questioning, he was also charged with incestuous rape of a minor as well as incestuous sexual assault of a 15-year-old. They said suspect admitted the charges against him. Top 10 in the world. They just got him. Again, Ghislaine Maxwell, QAnon, when the first unsealed indictment comes, that'll let you know the direction we will be going. And there's not this one. There's other ones too recently, by the way. There was some they just nailed in Germany. I just thought, they're not, I don't know, these aren't real big names, so I'll just leave that one alone. This one's a big name, apparently, to the people searching for him. Oh. Isn't that weird? It messes up, and I just do this, and then it's okay. The green screen. Moving on. Hypothetically speaking, stop the presses. Is this the break of the... Okay, so I saw this video. And I'll put this link in the description box. And this guy talks about on the CDC website where I guess they lump pneumonia and influenza. They just call it influenza deaths. And he's going right off their data and showing how this is the number of deaths. Right from the CDC website, when they, I guess, again, they're calling it influenza virus, and he's just copying and pasting what he sees. And he's saying, we have 188,000 influenza, but only 130,000, whatever the number is at now, for corona. So if that's the case, he says, why are we not going after the bigger problem? Why isn't the news media blasting influenza, influenza, put your mask on, influenza? No. Very strange, don't you think? So he makes the case. I'll put this link up in the description box now, in case you want to watch it. It's not that long. It's 16 minutes. And if you want to speed it up 1.25%, you know, whatever, go ahead. You can do that. Watch it a little bit quicker. And moving on. We'll get through all the stuff I meant to do videos on separately, but no need. Get it all done now. This is very interesting. This... Oh, it won't let me... Oh, that was Telegram. Well, I'll just... This one? Oh, hang on. Basically, a few prominent Church of Scientology people have died very recently. And, like, this woman was the first wife of John Travolta, that, like, not just anybody. A few of them. And then this one that I meant to try to show you, I can't join it now since it's private, was another person that's like, oh, who's that? And I forget who it is now, because I figured I'd just show you once I open the link up. So there's that person, and then these Scientology people, who are somebody of somebody. And I'm thinking of just about a week ago, remember the post from Susan Rice? And then another Obama holdover that posted the same thing? Suicide hotline, 1-800, da-da-da-da. Remember that? And I said, oh, and I said in the video, guys, is this a suicide weekend this weekend, or are they talking about next weekend? Looks like maybe it was next weekend. It's not main news anywhere, so it's hard to see this. But again, I wish I remember there being two links. One was Telegram, and then I think it linked to a Twitter. I should have just copied the Twitter one, but I copied the Telegram, and when I click on Telegram, it won't let me in. It won't let me see it. Although, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold the line. Yeah, actually, I think I got it. So, I'll read it to you. This is from New York Post. Sex slave priest Peter McQuaid found dead in New Jersey home. Disgraced sex slave Peter, accused of embezzling $1 million from his Bronx parish to pay for kinky sessions with his S&M master, was found dead at his New Jersey home Thursday. Police confirmed to the Post. Brick Township Police said a guy 57 years old, died at his home there, but declined to provide further detail, saying the Ocean County Medical Examiner's Office is handling the case. He resigned as pastor of Francis D. Chanel Parish in Throgs Neck in 2015 amid allegations that he swiped the cash to fund his $1,000 a pop S&M sessions with his beefcake master, Keith Christ. Sordid accusations were whatever. So, I thought someone mentioned this guy because it wasn't just his master. There was something to this guy tied to somebody else, somehow. So I'm not sure that part. But anyways, that just happened. Scientology people being taken out left and right. All tied to Hollywood elites, by the way. Those Scientology people. That's happening like within the last few days. Talk a little Bitcoin for a second. This is interesting. This will be a really cool thing to look at. So, you remember the old chart of the stock to flow model and all that stuff? Remember the red dot gets painted and then it turns into the orange and yellow and all that stuff and it goes up and down, whatever, price, and then it starts over again. So this is the guy who does the charts too. Plan B. 9,000 blocks into the fourth epoch, meaning we've had previous what he calls them epochs, basically halvings, if you will. And the first epoch, or when this run-up happened, which is 2010 here, boom, which took a couple years or so, 3 years, nearly. Bitcoin was first $12, okay, down here. Second time, $630-something, which, although not seen on the chart, that's $100,000. Unless he's just not showing it. Anyways. And then the third, 8,572. And we're 9,000 blocks into the fourth. And we're already at 9,250. So, again, if you just said $12. And let's just make this simple for everybody who just like don't even know what the hell we're talking, any of this is. Like just basic, what is he talking about? Something happened in Bitcoin that happens repetitively. Takes time, but it happens. The first time it happened, Bitcoin was around $12. The second time it happened, Bitcoin was at $638. The third time it happened, Bitcoin's at $8,500. So if we go from $12 to $600, that's a big, massive percentage move. $600 to $8,000, not as big as the previous one, but still very notable. Because if you went 10 times that, that'd be 6,380. So we'll call it about 11 or 12 times or whatever. Roughly 12 times. That's okay. This next one, we're saying, again, the stock to flow model shows 100K's coming. And not to mention the all-time high was 20K. He just talked about these, what he calls as the epochs. So, and who's to say that the third epoch wasn't when Bitcoin was hitting its, its high at the time. So, anyways, if we look at the high, 20K, it only needs to do a 5x to hit 100K. Right? At the current price, it needs to do a 10x. The main point here is that it only got to 50,000. Sorry, guys. Bitcoin's going up a lot. That's what this means. And if this is happening, it's going to happen, and I think it will. Again, I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure. What's the other coins going to do? The altcoins. What's Bitcoin Cash going to do? What's Ethereum going to do? What's Digibyte? What's Theta? Chainlink? Tezos? All your favorite coins. Even some shit coins. Rising tides raise all ships, says Cliff High. So that's another, just some stats that are no one really posts, and it's very interesting. In the most positive way, ultimately. And again, it's not to say we can't have a big crash coming. And then, get back in, done. Ride it back up again. This one, I said, my title or note to myself was, tell me again, Biden won't be canceling his campaign. Donald Trump, is this what you want for your president? With no ratings, media will go down along with our great USA. The only way to deal with abuse of power is with power and labor. If that's raining outside, come on in, guys. I don't want anybody out there. Look at all those people. Massive turnout for Donald Trump, or for Joe Biden. Massive turnout. Or is that not rain? I thought that was rain. It is? You guys can come on in. Don't stay out there. At least when Hillary was running, there'd be 150 to 300 people there. Same size area. 150 to 300 people. There might have been 8 or 9. If you're lucky, and if I'm being nice. And he's asking, is it raining outside? Oh, come on in. Don't sit out in the rain. No, Mr. Vice President, former. Nobody's outside at all. They're all inside, sir. This is not a Donald Trump rally where there's tens of thousands waiting outside, sir. And 80,000 inside. This is one of your Democratic side rallies, and there's 8 people. We've never had such a horrible turnout. But the polls are showing that Joe Biden is beating Trump by 7% in 3 different... Right. And I'll get to my interesting thing that happened to me soon. Just get through everything I want to get through here real quick. It's just
a well.
This is a good one. This is worth people sharing.
Back in 1989.
A well-educated black has a tremendous advantage over a well-educated white in terms of the job market. And I think sometimes a black may think that they don't really have the advantage or this or that, but in actuality, today, currently, it's a great. I've said on occasion, even about myself, if I was starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage today.
And here's Joe Biden passing the 1994 crime bill that started the mass incarceration of blacks. He's talking about black people in this video, by the way.
A portion of them will become the predators 15 years from now. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets. We have no choice but to take them out of society.
What more fucking proof do you need on who's the racist? One wants to be black. One wants to imprison all blacks. Wake the fuck up!
Sorry, put the mic back on. That kid deserved that. Moving on. Not that one. Oh yeah, ankle bracelet. We do want to see that one. We do want to see that one, my friends. Yes, we do. And where was the... what the heck? Why is that looking all jacked up?
Okay, hey everyone, just...
Let me refresh that because that's all jacked up. And we're jacking on up to the east side. Here we go.
Okay, hey everyone, Justin Trudeau and his wife seem to be on house arrest. I've been up till 4 a.m. compiling all of this, and I was able to find some videos of Canada Day where Justin and his wife and 3 kids came out of hiding. Interesting is his wife is wearing capri pants. They're rolled up, clam digger pants. And at first I thought, well, she's not wearing an ankle bracelet because it's not around her ankle. Well, guess what? Ankle bracelets.
What? This is Trudeau. Watch his left. I think it's his left leg. Watch this square.
You can adjust them. You can put them at your ankle, mid-calf, or just underneath your knee. And in fact, there's a picture that I'll share in a bit of Justin walking away from a press conference, and a girlfriend of mine, Janet, she
look at that shot.
Took a picture, screenshot, and that's what started all of this. Actually, Janet McClellan, she took this picture and showed very clearly that our Prime Minister is under house arrest. Now, we had suspected this for a while because I actually just did an interview with Charles Ward. Now, this is Sophie there. See right there? You can see how there, it's sharp, just underneath her knee, and it's kind of protruding here. I was on a show with Charlie and face it by there. We'll see it another down a rabbit hole that you never for a year video.
Look at it.
No, this is just a picture. Okay, so you can see very clearly in this photograph, Justin, I mean, you don't have a 45 or 90-degree angle like that, right? It just doesn't happen.
So, on that note, I don't even care about the wife. She has no power. He's the guy. And I started thinking, if this Gregory Howlett III is the real king, that means Canada, which is under the British crown, would be in a little bit of trouble too. Interesting timing for him to have to wear an ankle bracelet. If I don't mind saying so myself, Trudeau. There's also, let me send this to myself in email because I forwarded it to JC in text. For some reason I did not share. I was pretty sure. Oops. Share. That I emailed this to myself, but I'm not even seeing it now all of a sudden. So I'm just gonna show you the screenshot real quick. I'll pull it up an email. That way I can just quickly show it on my computer. And then save it and open it real quick for your viewing pleasure. Here it is. Right click, save. Or I can just open this up. Save picture. Okay. Whoop, not that one. Where did I save it? What did I save this thing? Try again. Save picture. Desktop. 1-1. There we go. Sheesh. Alright, here we go. So this is one of our favorite celebs. Hank the Tank Williams. Or Williams. Hank Williams. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks the Tanks. Got his bandana. And he's got something on his ankle. He's got one too. Let's see if we can blow this up a little bit. You can see the square rectangle thing right here, way at the bottom. And if you look at his shoes, he's wearing these little tiny penny loafers. So it's not like the, tongue or whatever, the shoe, anything is coming way up. And this is what his left leg looks like, the skinny little feet, ankles. And he's got this big fat thing right here. Tom Hanks. And again, what's with the handkerchief? It's almost like they have to give a sign, hey, if I'm wearing a handkerchief, I'm effed in the A. They got me. Tom Hanks, people. Tom effing Hanks. Justin effing Trudeau. Okay. And then as I mentioned in my other video, the remote viewers, I showed this one, but I might as well show it again. Two ships collide. They were getting that. That was Courtney Brown's team. Now Dick Allgaier and the boys, they're waiting on another event with China and Russia ships. More like Navy ships. This is not that. That's for sure. And yeah, again, they collide. And that's a remote viewing hit right there. Definitely. What else we got? No, I want to go with that one. Oh, this is just stupid. Oh god, this is so dumb. This is such the communist Chinese have such control over people and propaganda. You think propaganda is bad here, and it is. But my god, China Daily, which of course would be a government-run website and news agency. Come on, shake it off! A Chinese farming couple's rural-style shuffle dance goes viral. They have been dancing for 4 years since the wife devised the strategy to help her husband overcome his depression after a car accident. Check it out and cheer yourself up! Actually, their area where they farm just got ravaged by floods, devastated their crops. But don't let anyone else, the other farmers get upset about it. We need to dance. Let's dance. Let's do it. Here we go. Don't worry about your crops. Don't worry about how you're going to feed yourself. Just dance, son. Put on the red shoes and dance the blues. Let's dance. Alright, sorry about that. Here we go. enough of that. The interesting thing is, there they are again. This is the one that you really need to see. The village couple's rural style dance festival goes viral online as they walk through their destroyed farmland. Hey, let's go dance. Forget the crops. It's all good. Let's dance, man. It's Chinese propaganda. So what I did was I went and looked at some of the American English comments. Yes, they look so happy with the dance moves. Thank you for sharing this. Okay, let's take a look at Catherine. Who is Catherine? One follower, joined April 2020, not followed by anyone that I'm following. This helps us gain more insight on Hong Kong rioters and the importance of national security law. Many biased media will not want to share this. Oh, so you're with the Chinese party. Okay. Not the Hong Kong. I showed some of her tweets and replies. Humble people are enjoying a happy life in China. Yay! Thank you for exposing the disinformation and rumors. Something else. Yes, they look so happy with the dancing moves. Thank you for sharing this. Yeah, don't worry about your crops. Don't worry about it. You let right-wing commentators and Murdoch press do your thinking for you. Remember, this first casualty of war is the truth. So you can see they're just a left-wing lunatic. And what I did was, which I'm not going to waste your time right now, is I went down and found more American English commenters, just like old Catherine there, with the same kind of comments. Praising the Chinese party, Communist Party. No one ever mentioned, some real people are in there posting, their food crops are just destroyed. This is terrible. No. Go out and dance. Go out and dance, man. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Now, that was, what's his name? Labyrinth. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Huh. Red shoes, huh? What was the guy's name? Let's see. Let's Dance is what it's called. David Bowie. Very interesting. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues, huh? A song has a little bit of different meaning nowadays, doesn't it? And I think that's it for now. Ankle bracelet. So now it's time to get into my crazy experience that happened right before I got home. Get a little sip of the old agua. So I got to recap real quick on my dream the other night that I'm pretty sure the spirit guides working with me through my friend Woo Woo Dude are made this happen. They showed me child trafficking, child rape, filming in a dream. I knew it was a Spanish-speaking country because I could hear them speaking Spanish. One of the white American kids yells at this other kid, "Tell President Lopez! Tell President Lopez!" as he runs off and escapes. And there was a guy up top who it was not in a jungle environment, and he was on top platform looking down, making sure the guy down there is doing his thing, and everything's going as planned. When I see this bird of prey come land on the guy's right arm, and I'm like, whoa, that bird just landed on him like this is normal. And he didn't even respond, he didn't even flinch. Like, this must happen every day. I'm like, wow. And then I see the bird like, there's just nasty sounding squawks, and then he picks up his right talon. It's like almost like he's casting a spell on the guy below. And I'm like, what the? So I'm like, I gotta get closer. What is that bird? So I'm like right in its face, looking at it, like what? Its eyes are all kind of like just deformed a little bit, like the skin or whatever. Not the skin, but whatever is around, just kind of deformed. He's just the bird just doesn't look very friendly at all. And it just was really weird. And remember, the next day, as soon as I woke up, I heard like in my head, go look up President Lopez right now on Google. Just Google it. And I do. And I see news item from all the fake mainstream news bashing President Lopez Obrador, Mexico president, coming to meet Trump. Why is he getting on commercial flight? Well, both sides think this is strange. Oh my God. So I said, oh wow, this guy must be a good guy. If he's going to meet Trump and they're bashing him, sounds like it. And I said, I wonder what they're going to talk about. And I'm thinking, I wonder if this has anything to do with my dream. Is he about to allow Trump to come in and clean house with the military, the cartels in the jungle? Next day, Trump says, oh yeah, we talked about drug trafficking and border, and most importantly, human trafficking. Oh my God, are you kidding me? And then I talked to Dick Algar, and he says, oh, our friend over here told us those flags behind Trump and the Mexican president, if you look at the American flags, they're positioned in a very certain way. And the top, if you notice about the eagle, where the eagle should be, there's a spear. In old law, Roman law, that signifies we're about to go to war against something or somebody. And I thought, well, the conversation was about cartels, drug cartels and human traffickers. Huh. You don't say. And then the day after that, Trump's flying down to South Florida, Southern Command, where they handle that type of operation. Traffickers and all that stuff. And he said, I don't want to call on the phone. I could have called on the phone to thank these guys, but I just wanted to come down in person. Thank him in person. Yeah, he needed a secure room. No communications. No tapping. Get ready to strike through Mexico. We're going to take the cartels out. That's what I think happened. So my dream, I thought, might actually be prophetic in a way. It remains to be seen until we hear some breaking news about cartels being taken down in Mexico or some South American country, which again, I'm pretty sure is Mexico. But recently, I've learned through some Q stuff and some people connecting some dots, there's a whole bunch of photos of Hillary, I think maybe even Soros, Sean Penn, the actor, other actors. What was the guy that had 3 people trying to sue him and he killed 3 of them so far? And he did a weird video chopping up food on YouTube, like threatening people. Kevin Spacey. He's there. Down in Venezuela when Hugo Chavez was alive. All of these trafficking filth were down there. There's pictures of him hanging out with them. Venezuela. And I heard through this grapevine that when Maduro took over, he raided one of Ghislaine Maxwell's places over there in Venezuela and got into a safe and got some evidence on some of these people that she was storing. Allegedly. So, I remember Penny Kelly doing a look-see about Venezuela and the president of Mexico saying, nah, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not going to help you. And I'm going to find the post real quick because I think this is all tied together. And was it actually Venezuela that I was remote viewing into in my dream, or was I actually in Mexico? Because if it was in Venezuela and the kids yelling, tell President Lopez, but the same crap's still going on in Venezuela, you can't tell that president, he can do nothing about it. But if you can tell President Lopez, who's letting this go through his country, he can do something about it. So maybe it's Venezuela, maybe it's Mexico. So let me just find this real quick. I was talking on JC's channel about this the other day, and as I was scanning through what she said, I caught that. And I was like, oh yeah, forgot about that. Excerpt. Okay, I'm getting close. So let's update doorway to your future. Look, see, during, nope. I don't think that was it. It was after that? Or did I miss it? Hold on. I want to find this. Update. Solstice. Written version. There it is. Okay. I think it was way down. Just give me a minute because I want to read this right to you perfectly without having to think, oh, I thought she said that. Main Street, rain. And then I'll get to what happened right after this to me just a little while ago. Measuring sticks, Democrats. Keep going. Where's this at? Let me scroll back up. Can I search? No. Basically, there's something in here about Venezuela in working with the Mexican government to allow something to go through, across the border and into America. And I guess Mexico at some point tells Venezuela, not anymore, we're not going to help you with that, we're closing it down, whatever, that kind of a thing. Let me just find this real quick because I don't want to miss this and not say it right. Just trying to scan as fast as I can, so bear with me. It's not the right one. I can't see it in here for some reason. Unless I just keep skipping over it. I'm not going to waste your time any longer. But something like that. And then I thought she even said, oh, maybe even trafficking. And I thought, oh, could that be part of it? So, woo-woo dude's telling me, Joe, things are going to start ramping up. Yeah. Rapid fire for you. He just said there was a little issue I had here recently, and he basically told me to do a saging, a clearing in my bedroom for this little thing. Not a big deal. So I just got done doing that a little while ago, and I'm like, okay, I got to go run and pick up my daughter real quick. And so I pick her up. I'm coming home. And it's dark, got the headlights on and everything, and it had been dark for a while. And I'm down my little road, and I'm just 2 or 3 houses away from my house, and I hear something slam into the side of my car, my Honda Pilot. Either my driver's door or the back door, like, it's a 4-door, but my side, driver's side, boom! I'm like, what the? I'm like, oh my God, did I just run something over, a little animal? But I'm like, no. That was not a dunk. That was something hit my freaking door. I'm like, and I'm thought, did one of these neighbors just throw, like, did they just throw something in my car like I'm going through the neighborhood too fast? But no, I wasn't going fast. Like, someone yell out, slow down, threw something at my car. Well, they might yell, but who the hell would throw something at your car? Not in my neighborhood. I'm just like, what the hell? So I stop. I need to go turn around because if something hit my car, it's going to be sitting in the road. So I turn around, and as soon as I turn around, my headlights are now the other way. There's something in the middle of the road, and it's sizable. I can see it. I'm like, what the hell is that? What is that? So I start driving slowly towards it. It's a bird of prey of some kind. Huh. So Ashley's in the back. I'm like, it's a big owl. I was like, Ashley, you see it? She's like, yeah. And I thought, well, I wonder if it's injured, like it can't fly anymore. It's sitting in the middle of the road now. I mean, not that a lot of traffic comes down my road, but still, like, man, can this thing fly? So I get out, and my headlights are shining right there in front of it. It's only about 15 feet away. I walk out over towards it, and I'm like, I don't want to get too close. I mean, those things have some big, and this is a big owl, big old talons and stuff. And I'm looking at it, and I instantly have deja vu once I got close enough. Those talons look very familiar. Those eyeballs look very familiar. Oh my God, I think this is the bird, or type of bird, that landed on the guy's arm in my dream. Huh. So I get my phone out. I go back in the car. I got to get my phone out. I got to videotape this. So I grab the phone. I start to flip up to get the camera mode on. And right as I do that, it takes off. Flies right up into the tree that was kind of hanging over the road. Yeah, this big oak tree. And it's just sitting there. So I still got my phone out and I still videotaped it. Even though my headlights can barely light up the tree, you know. But you can see it in the video. And I'm like, since when does an owl, which has unbelievable day and night eyesight, fly into a moving vehicle that has headlights on, making noise, wind noise and everything, and fly into my effing door like full speed? Like, I swear I thought I was going to see a dent in my door when I got to the garage. And it was still dark even with the garage light on. I'll check tomorrow when it's daylight. But I swear I felt like there'd be a dent in my door. It hit that hard. And I'm like, why did that just happen? And that bird is the bird I saw in my dream. I now know that. I mean, it was an owl. Now that I saw it up close, okay, it's an owl. Got it. The talons, the eyes, got it. It's an owl. So I don't know what that meant. But I didn't feel it was evil. I didn't get a sense of, oh, this is an evil thing, like giving you a sign to back off, you know. I didn't get that feeling. I got a feeling like Spirit was letting me know, yeah, we gave you that dream. And here's a quick reminder, bang! Don't forget about the dream. The owl you saw in the dream just hit your car, you know, or an owl, whatever. And it's fine. It's not hurt. It flew off. It's okay. Went up in the tree. No problem. Have you ever had an owl? I don't know. Have you ever had an owl fly into your car? I'm curious. I've never had that happen to me. I've had a little small bird fly in front of the car that, you know, they like to try to see if they can make it. Those little birds, like a little red robin, and I hit him a long time ago. I remember hitting one. It happened too fast. Of course, can't stop. But I mean, a freaking owl flying into my... I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Wasn't driving it, you know, with my headlights off. And we don't have street lights down our street. Except for like a couple that I think people put up themselves down towards the end. So like, this object is super bright coming down the road. It's making noise, you know. It's not my Tesla that's pretty quiet. It's the Honda Pilot. And I've got these all-terrain tires on it for New Mexico that they're not quiet. They make some decent road noise. Anyways, you know, like, what the hell was that about? But again, when I got out, I didn't get the sense of, oh snap, this is evil. You know, it was just like, wow, how the hell did that happen? I hope it's okay. And then it flew off. Okay, it's okay. And I do have... Okay, so that's what he just put up. Oh, hang on. I've let it just kill the live stream. It actually tried to open up in the live stream link. Right click. Will it let me? Oh, that's studio. I can't get out of studio.
When I first saw this product, I thought it looked kind of crazy. Didn't really understand.
Hang
what
on.
the benefits would be.
JC's got put this up here.
Hello, everyone. I'm John.
Well, that's at what timestamp was it? Does he say? Because that's an hour and 25-minute video. Yeah, I don't know the timestamp. But that video JC put up in there, that's the video where we talked about it. Yeah, it's there. Okay. But at any rate, it was very odd. But I got the sense. Remember the other day, my phone was giving me 5 false alerts about Theta hitting 29 cents, 39 cents, 29, 29, 39. And that last one, when it hit, my phone went bzzz, and something hit my window like someone threw a pebble at my window in my 2-story house on the top. Bink, and zzz, my phone buzzed at the same time. Ding, zzz. And I'm like, did someone just text me? And something threw at my window. What? Look at the phone. Oh no, Theta again. So, all I'm going to say, and I don't know, but I'll just say this, because I can only speculate. If that was Spirit letting me know by making an effing owl crash into my car, and the owl's okay, just to let me know, Joe, your dream, don't forget about it. It's about to go down. Maybe. And maybe there's some symbolism. Well, the owl was an evil owl in my dream. This one damn near got killed hitting my car. Like the owl's going down, the guy's going down. I mean, you could look at this a bunch of ways. But again, I didn't get the sense of, oh, this is, something evil just happened and it's a warning to me, back off with your YouTube, and the evil ones are messing with the owl. I didn't get that feeling. I thought it was more of a sign of confirmation. Joe, we can do a lot of stuff in the spirit world. Watch this. Oh, deja vu, that's the owl you saw in the dream, by the way. And since you saw it in the dream, by the way, we're trying to remind you, your dream might be about to be coming true soon. Which would be awesome, because that means the takedown of the pedo networks. Starting in whatever South American country, Spanish-speaking country it was, Mexico and or Venezuela or whatever. But if it was Venezuela, we basically would have to go to war with Venezuela. They're not going to let us do what Mexico would. We're going to come in and take care of these guys, and then we're going to leave. Venezuela's not exactly going to allow that. So it would probably be some kind of war. Not that they would stand a chance anyways, if that were the case. But I don't know. So something has happened, and I just couldn't believe it. My daughter was in the car. So I have the video. 59 minutes and 5 seconds timestamp. It says JC. So since we have that, let's go back to that, and I'll play it real quick, so you can just hear what I said on his live stream. 59:05.
Hello everyone, I'm Jean-Claude at Beyond Mystic, and welcome to this episode.
This in and took it out 5 times because I didn't know why I kept seeing it. So I'm just going to put it back. Maybe it just means something. I'm not sure why. And then Mexico intervenes in some problem having to do with Venezuela. Back channel communications with Maduro? Question mark. I had the impression that Mexico's president Obrador contacted Maduro and suggested that Maduro give up the idea that he can allow Venezuela to be a training ground, maybe for Antifa, because Mexico is not going to let the Antifa trainees pass through to America anymore. A human pipeline is being closed. Well, I would say, is it Antifa or some other trafficking?
Right.
She didn't know. She was just like putting question marks. Could it be this? Could it be that? Yeah, so there's that video where I actually read it word for word. So, I mean, look, I don't know. I'm not making a claim. I can only speculate as to what I think it all meant. And what I'm going through personally, spiritually awakening type of thing, working with woo-hoo and stuff, rapid fire, next thing, like some stuff has been happening. And I got some downloads on crypto recently that I'm testing. I did a Patreon post, guys. Just listen. I don't know if I'd act on this yet. I'm jabroni level still. I don't know if you want to mess with this. And I put a couple things out there that I got, with this these spirit guides, if you will. Some stuff on LinkedIn, in Digibyte, Theta, Bitcoin Cat, not Cash, Bitcoin SV, and XLM Stellar. And I just put it out there like, wait, like, let's see what happens, because, I'm jabroni level. I got some growing to do. And I asked questions, they answered. I said, okay, well, I'll put this out there. These could be some potential trades. Well, we'll have to see. So, that dream, though, I'm going to tell you, I've never had a dream like that. Never. Like, I felt like I got a massive download. It means something. This is going to happen, and I'll be validated at some point. So if I'm validated, maybe in the near future, because things are happening, ankle bracelets and all, like, things are happening. And I'm hoping it's something visible, as opposed to, the president of Obrador or whatever, Lopez, just quietly telling Venezuela, hey, I'm not going to allow you to do that anymore. And you and I don't even know what happened. Like, again, the flags, the meeting, we're going to war against something. I think Trump is going to show you, oh, look what we rescued and who we rescued. It can't be quiet. It'll be visible for the whole world to see. And then all the leftists, yeah, so you guys call Trump the sexist, racist. These people are all tied to the Democratic Party. They just rescued some kids in the jungles of, Mexico or wherever. Trump did it. Well, Obama set the stage for that, Yeah, okay. Right. So anyways, I don't know. That's kind of it. I've just never had anything happen like that with the freaking owl, man. It hit hard. Boom! I was like, what the? Did I just run over something? Like, I just kill someone's little dog or cat or something? Like, oh man. But I'm like, I didn't. Nothing went under my tires. It was a smooth ride. And I'm like, it sounded like something hit my door. So I turn around. There's an owl sitting in the middle of the road, just sitting there. I get out. I'm just 10, 15 feet away from this thing. I start getting closer, and it's doing this little neck thing, like where it twists all the way around. Looking at me, looking around, looking at Ashley. And I thought, man, I bet it wants to fly off, and it can't. It's hurt. And let me go get my camera. And since I keep grabbing it and trying to do this, let me try to do it for the 5th time. And see if you can see this video. And I talk a little bit, but don't worry about what I'm saying.
See the owl up there?
Oh, no, here. I think it's here.
Center of the screen? Looking at us? It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Because it just flew full speed into my car as I was coming down my street. Like, it might have even, there might even be a dent in either the back door or my front door. And remember that, see the owl up there?
It's right there.
Center of the screen, looking at us. It's very interesting because it just...
And the thing is, like, there's a couple owls. There's that bigger one. There's a smaller one. And I see them flying all the time from tree to tree and all that stuff. And they're usually going to another tree. So again, when I knew where it came from, the area, it was up high and came down low. And I'm like, to hit my door, like, you couldn't, certainly this owl wasn't aiming for something to land on. Like, there's no trees, not, 3 feet off the ground. The thing flies up, 20 feet, 30 feet in the air to land on a branch. What the hell was he coming down on? Was there a little mouse in the road? No, my headlights are on. I would have saw a little creature scurrying around if that was the case. There was nothing. I'm just driving peacefully and bang! It was loud. I'm like, Ashley, did you hear that? She goes, yeah. Yeah, it was loud. I was like, well, dang. And I thought, I'll keep going. I'm like, well, no, maybe I just ran something over. I don't want someone to find their dead animal the next morning. Like, let me go see what the hell that was. And there's the old owl sitting in the middle of the street, just sitting there looking at us. And Ashley started to get a little close. I'm like, no, honey, wait. I said, you see those talons? They can do some damage. I don't know that so she stopped. She wanted to see if it was okay. So I'm like, I did too, but I'm like, I don't know I want to get that close and touch it. Or, in any way, because those talons are powerful, man. So I went to get the camera. my phone, and by the time I started flipping to get the camera mode on, I saw it just go whoop, whoop, fly it up. It was already up there, flew up there, and I'm like, oh well. I'm like, well, it's out now. Let me just zoom in as best I can and film the thing, just to have something to show people that this just happened, you know. And unfortunately, it already got off the ground. So at least it's not hurt. And whatever the sign is, it is. Again, I think it was another sign, Spirit letting me know and letting all of us know. Maybe. Something's about to go down in relation to your dream. Very visible. Strike Team 1, go. Strike Team 2, go. Get them. Maybe. I'd love that to happen. Everyone's in ankle bracelets. Ghislaine Maxwell's taken down. Like, it is time. John Brennan's about to be arrested. Antheo Shine retweeted it. My insider emailed me, messaged me today, as I said in my video. Eyes on Brennan. Hourglass. And then I see a half hour later, Entheos retweeting his own tweet from April. John Brennan is toast. So John Brennan is about to be toast, apparently. So that's a good sign. And if he's getting taken down and that one's getting taken down, they just got this number, the number 10, top 10 pedophiles they've been looking for online, distributor of porn, child porn. They got him in France. 40-year-old, I think they said. I talked about this earlier in the stream. Got him. Top 10 in the world. Top 10 most wanted for that kind of thing. So Ghislaine's gotten nabbed. This guy just got nabbed. There was, again, some more in Germany that it wasn't big news. So I just, I won't do a video, whatever. Stuff is happening. Now all I want to see is a bunch of choppers and military men going into the jungles of wherever, Spanish-speaking country, rescuing people, kids, all on video, and then showing the world, this is what we're dealing with. This is why we need the border. This is why we need a fence. And you will see rescued children. That could very well happen. And if that happens, I'm just going back to what my insider also told me about Melania Trump. She's going to give an unannounced addressing of the nation. The topic's going to be healing. Again, first we thought, was it corona related? Maybe it's the rioting. Maybe it's the... How about some trafficked children rescued? That'd be something the nation needs to heal over. At the same time, the rioting and the burning down of all the stuff these Antifa dumbasses are doing, the nation needs some healing on that level too. So I don't know what it'll actually be when she does it. Like, oh well, this just happened. That's why she did. I don't know. I don't know what it'll be other than that speech. Now the interesting thing is, usually I ask him something and then I get a reply. He just messaged me out of nowhere and goes, "Eyes on Brennan." And then that Tory girl, Tory says, who apparently was an intelligence officer, according to Entheos, and he said, you need to follow her on Twitter. She's just said, several hours ago now, this week is about to get real interesting. This week. Today's Monday, folks. We got all week. I'm here all week, folks. I'm here all week. Maybe is she alluding to Brennan also, or is she alluding to other things? So I don't know. But yes, you seem talking about New Zealand. I watched the second part again, a recent thing of Gregory Howlett the third, whatever, King John the third guy. And he was talking about how New Zealand also would be under the umbrella of the crown somehow. And I thought, oh, well, there's a tranny running it now. And they just passed the abortion law to allow abortions up to birth and all that stuff. They're like gasping for air, I think, the deep state. They're just gasping. It's over. They've lost. It's already done. So I'm wondering, are we going to see her or him or whatever that is in an ankle bracelet soon as well? And I'm just thinking about all this. It has to be happening soon. And going back to Penny Kelly, she goes, and again, was it September, August, somewhere around there? She goes, it was a quiet month when I did my little look-see. It was quiet. almost as if people were going through declassified documents, things that something big. At first, I thought, oh, this is FISA stuff. Maybe it's declass. And we're like combing through it to see just how bad this was. She goes, but then I got the sense, oh, no, no, no. Whatever this info is, it's much worse. It's bad. And we're all aware of it, and we're dealing with it, whatever this news is. So again, my being goes to trafficking women, children, big multinational thing together. It's now come out. And we're all sitting back going, thank God I'm not at work today. Thank God I'm at home with my mask on. Because I don't want to go anywhere. I can't believe this is happening. This isn't real. La 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 la. Please, no. Very possible, folks. It's very possible. Yeah, so I saw that. Did you hear about Gregory Hallett just signed paperwork in common law on the 9th? Queen has 21 days from the date to respond. Yes, I've heard that too. And that's, again, that's interesting. I think there's definitely something to all this. So, like Penny also said, she was nervous at first, getting a little scared, and then she saw like this little seedling peeking its head out of the ground as a vision. Like, oh, the coast is clear. Oh, wait a minute. There's hope after all. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, I'll come out a little more. Okay, this isn't too bad. Oh, okay. That's kind of the feeling she got. So, all the craziness, hopefully, because you know the deep state is going to try everything they possibly can. But if patriots are in control, maybe, you know, maybe, and again, we're doing these, you know, woo-woo session prayers and stuff. The mirror spell on these bastards, what bounces off them, comes back at them. You know, bounces off you, comes off of them, back to them. You know, maybe all this has something to do with lessening all that and letting the patriots just handle business. Little minor fires to put out, so to speak, and the rest of it, the breaking crazy news, is actually good news. Awesome epicness of the good guys. With the occasional little, you know, tit for tat thing from the deep state. And it's not nearly as bad as maybe some of us were expecting. So, who knows? It's hard to see how this is all going to go, but at any rate, I think that's all I wanted to cover for now. Actually, so on that note, I bid thee farewell.